Hi Capricorns, Power Night Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another bomb reading. Hope you guys are all well. And just a heads up, next week I will be doing all the signs. Yeah, for sure. Yes, you can hold me to it, right? If you guys would like your own free 5-minute psychic reading, you may get one. The link is below. That's with Mystic Sense. If you would like a reading with me, you may get one of those. And I have different readings now. I still have the promotional price uh, for $60 for a 30-minute video reading. Yes, and that is enough. It is to read the energy. So check out my other readings. I'm also doing a psychic reading. If you get a tarot reading, you get a psychic reading for $25 more. This is how it goes, right? So let's get into it, Capricorn. And I hope you guys are all well, right? Yeah, I do. And we start with the Red Garden. This is about happiness, joy, and pleasure. And here's this, this chick, and basically she's dressed like a flower. Hey, whatever floats her boat, right? And her hair's all these petals, basically. And she has the parrot on her shoulder, a beautiful green parrot. Yeah, I have to say they are very beautiful animals, aren't they? And this is happiness, is the overall energy in this reading. Somebody is striving to be happy, but we also have Colette. Here she is, she's a sweet girl. It's kind of sad here, but hey, this is she who nurtures empathy, gentleness, and insight. Somebody wants to nurture basically you, Capricorn, but I feel like this person finds you, you make them happier. They see you as part of their happiness, and it's very beautiful. I feel like this is what's going on here. We have the vicious circle where this man, he keeps walking in a circle, and for some reason he thinks he's going to get somewhere, right? The vicious circle, and definitely a catch-22 thing, kind of, but here he is. He's also in the desert. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting where he thinks he's going to end up. But this talks about, you must be whole before you end a cycle. And somebody here is kind of working on their wholeness, right? Or on their spiritual growth and journey. I feel like they are. And this could be your person's energy up here, Capricorn. But this card talks about, if you want to open something or start something new, you have to close something. It talks about somebody here who kind of keeps going round and round, and this person knows they've been in a vicious circle because we have luminosity next to it, right? And here we see, this young girl here, and this lady. And the sun is behind her, and all these beautiful things are here, the hummingbird, the butterfly, and she's hip to something, right? Because she's received an illumination. And with this illumination, it's really an awareness here about herself. With this higher consciousness comes all these goodies, right? Goodies from the universe, right? New beginnings, and with the butterfly, and the hummingbird is also he's a divine bird, he is. And so she's got the lotus flower for protection, and just all this abundance is here. And somebody's finally seeing that they've been in a vicious circle. And here's poverty, so they know they've been dealing with something here. It's interesting here. It doesn't have to be financial poverty. No, there's all kinds of poverties in this world. There are. And this is more emotional poverty, because here it is being in contrast here with the heart, and this is love. So here are the two swans. These are totally in contrast to one another. This is what somebody had to see. This is why contrast teaches us, right? It does. When you see something so something you don't want so bad, or it gets so bad, you're like, oh no, I don't want that. And sometimes we have to have contrast to see it. And you have helped them see this, Capricorn, because of the swans. So this is you guys, right? Two turtle doves flock together. However they do it, right? However they say. That's you guys. It sure is. Let's get into the reading. And today we're using a couple decks here just because we're just in that kind of a mood, Capricorn, if that's okay with you, right? Let's see what we have, Capricorn. Yeah, let's see what we got. For Capricorn, please. For Capricorn. And here's the argument, and here are the two gnomes, and they're married or they're in a union, and they are fighting, right? And and so this is interesting. This is the Ten of Wands, and somebody realizes that they've been in some type of a relationship that it's just going to keep going the way it is. That they are in a vicious circle, and this is what they're going to get for the rest of their life, I believe, if they stay, or the rest of some type of a long period. And we have failure with it, Capricorn. Yeah, I don't believe this is your energy. It could be, but there's some type of a relationship is a real failure here. And is like, but this is more of an ending. It is a failure because it's a vicious circle and somebody's unhappy, right? It's because they have allowed themselves to stay because they were not really grounded or whole. That's what it is, whole. Yeah, WHOLE, you guys, not HOLE. That just cracks me up when somebody spells that wrong. It does, right? And so, but here, crossing you, said Capricorn, is like an ending. It's the Five of Pentacles, right? So he's showing his pockets are empty, like, I couldn't build anything good with this person, or I didn't get anything good out of this, basically. But this is an ending, like a failure. Something has failed, and we know that something has kind of failed because here are the two gnomes, the married gnomes, fighting, right? Yeah, she goes, I'm going to get my first lick on you. I'm going to whoop on you first. And he says, no, I'll whoop on you. And it's funny, right? A little bit. But this is also an ending. It's a 10. The 10 of Wands is completion. So in your crossing energy, Capricorn, I feel like you want something to end. Maybe you're ending this. 10 of Swords. Look at all these cards, right? Here's the betrayal card, 10 of Swords. And, here's a guy hiding behind this kind of dead tree here. And he's got his huge sword here. And he's out to betray somebody. There's going to be a betrayal here because somebody feels like this is over anyway, or it's failing. So in that regard, it's not really a betrayal. It's more like I need to go so I can be true to myself. Something like that. Let's see what else we have, Capricorn. Wow, this is a trip here. We have 3 awful cards, right? Yeah, we do. And in the past, there was pleasure. And here we have betrayal next to pleasure. And here we have poverty next to love. So we see the contrast here, and somebody else does too. This person's coming to be with you, Capricorn. And this guy, I think he has his hat here in the cup, right? He's he has his cup in the fruit punch, right? In the punch bowl, but basically we know there's alcohol in there, right? Yeah, we do. Because he's an older guy here. He's a gnome, and he's not trying to get fruit punch. No. And the truth is, what's on your mind? So this is, you're either going to tell the truth to somebody, or you feel like this is like what's on your mind, right? Like maybe you feel this person's coming to tell you the truth, but this is definitely a story of whoever's doing this, Capricorn. I'm going to read it like it's your person because I feel like it is. But I feel like you kind of are, this failure here is kind of supporting you and challenging you at the same time. Because if this vicious cycle or circle would end, you're going to have a new beginning, I believe. But I feel like it's challenging you here because this person's still sitting over there in their little vicious circle with somebody. Somebody here that doesn't look like there's much love, or maybe none at all. Let's see what else we have. So we're going to clarify these with these other cards because this is how we do it. Yeah. Oh, shoot here. Justice, 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords twice, Capricorn. Yeah, I'm really kind of clarifying these because these are the gnomes, and this is kind of a Temperance and the Ace of Swords. So wow, this is a trip here because the argument showing up with justice. This looks like a marriage where 2 people are fighting in a marriage or over a contract or something, right? Marriage is a contract. It still is until they make a mockery out of it, because they're making a mockery out of everything that does provide stability. Yeah, we know a lot of people get divorced. We already know that, right? that has to do with society too. It does on some level, yeah. And we're not gonna. That's a deep conversation, right? But yeah, they're mocking everything. They're mocking merit, right? They're mocking, if you're doing a good job and you have qualifications. Oh, well, you don't fit in over here because you don't want to do what we want, or you don't believe the way we believe. So they're mocking uh, the institutions, and the qualities, and the standards that built this country in the first place. They're mocking that, and that is a real travesty. It is. But let's get back to this, Capricorn, because we're not mocking you here. No, we're not. No, and this is about somebody who is basically making a decision to leave something. Here we have failure with the Five of Cups, right here. I mean, this is pretty clear here, right? And the Ten of Swords with the Ten of Swords, right? There's 20 swords here, Capricorn. So I better be careful for you, right? And here you are hiding out here behind this tree. I'm just teasing, right? So why it's all happening here is an ending. Somebody could really feel like they betrayed themselves. Yeah, that's what's going on here on a deeper level, right? On a surface level, kind of looking at this kind of, right, just kind of, skimming the top, or not, maybe not in a deep way. Something's ending here, though, regardless of how we look at it. But it looks like somebody here is kind of leaving somebody, and but it looks like they kind of betrayed themselves, and they kept in this vicious circle, right? So, yeah, and the vicious circle card talks about, what, if you know something's really crummy here, then you just walk away, right? It's like if you're in a burning building and the window's right in front of you, and you're like, well, I got to jump out the window. It's the same thing here, and that's what the wisdom, basically, from the Tao in this card. I believe it's the Tao that, that this comes from. Not all the cards, I believe, come from the Tao in that deck, but this is wisdom here, and somebody knows here that they kind of betrayed themselves in the past. They just kept going in the circle. So here we have Temperance with the Pleasure card. In the past, somebody realized they had balance with you, Capricorn. Yeah, and they saw the pleasure, and maybe they jumped in the punch bowl with you. They might have, right? Undressed. I would hope so, right? And this is, and what's on your mind, Capricorn, is the Ace of Swords and the truth. This could be clarity. It could be a decision. It could be a new beginning based on the truth. And that's what's going on here, also on a deeper level. Like, you're going to have a new beginning based on the truth, but based on the truth that somebody is listening to. Yeah, like, I'm listening to like, this is, right? It's like, or I'm living it. I'm whole now, and I'm going to live the truth. I'm not going to live a lie anymore. And this is, maybe you have to tell somebody this, or maybe you're waiting for them to come tell you the truth. Maybe that they've made a decision. And I feel like that's what's going on here. Yeah, I feel like definitely a decision's going on. There's too much. With justice is over here. It could be wisdom too, right? There is wisdom here. After somebody, kind of banged their head on the wall 25 times, doing the same thing, basically. It does look like that. Let's see what else we have, Capricorn. And we have, in the near future, the King of Wands, the Fool. He's no fool. No, he's not. Yeah, quite the opposite. And here's the World card with the beautiful dancer here. In your hope here is the Nine of Wands, or your desire. It doesn't have to be either, though. But hey, let's see. We're going to look at it and talk about it. Here we have Judgment. So we have a rebirth here. I believe we do. Somebody's being reborn simply because they have become whole, or raised their consciousness, or they are becoming whole now. But this is a rebirth. This is a major transformation for somebody. It's kind of giving into death, giving into an ending here, because that's what, but being reborn at the same time. And that's what somebody's doing here with their wisdom and with their higher consciousness. And we see it with the Luminosity card, right? In the near future is the King of Wands. Get a card on that King of Wands. Let's see what it says. Let's use the little gnomes. Let's see what we have, right? And we have seduction. So you seduce this person, Capricorn. And look at it, he's coming on his badger, Capricorn. I wonder what happened to his horse, right? That always cracks me up here, this badger here. So here comes a gnome, right? Your person, right? And they're coming, and you have seduced them. They're coming here to live a passionate life with you, and they have courage because the King of Wands is here. And here we have the Fool, and this is your concern. You want this person to jump off the cliff and come be with you and have some courage and have this adventure and just forget about the past so much. And the Fool is kind of like this energy where I'm not going to worry about these 10 swords or the 20 swords. I'm tired of worrying about that. I just want to be like a kid again. I want to go have fun and live my life. And here's training the 8 of swords. So this is in your concern. Basically, I feel like if this person is kind of learning here, if they're growing, because this is training, 8 of swords. And I feel like, and if this person will release themselves most likely here. Yeah, they call this like kind of exercise over here. And like executing something. Yeah. It could be kind of like an army. Are they kind of planning and training and getting their ammo to come in this deck here? Yeah, it's interesting. In your concern, in your environment is the World card. So we see a cycle is going to end. Because here, this cycle, this vicious circle is going to end, Capricorn. It is. You should be... This is like, whoever this is, Capricorn, like you're going to have a new beginning with them, but they went round and round in this vicious circle. Or maybe you did like for maybe years. Right? And it's only a tragedy if the vicious cycle or circle doesn't end. I like to call it a cycle, but hey. And in your environment is pregnancy. Maybe you're pregnant, Capricorn, right? She looks too old to be pregnant, but hey, you know, this talks about birthing a new beginning, especially with the World card. This is in your environment. You're going to have a new beginning. And I've been saying that, and for some of you guys, it's really going to come true here. Yeah, and the 9 of Wands with the association card, this is the 2 of Pentacles. And this is your hope here. You're hoping that this person's going to stay resilient and come forward, and you guys are going to have some type of an agreement or a union, right? Because they are shaking hands here. They're doing it at the money tree. Yeah, they are. Maybe you're hoping you're going to build with them, right? In the outcome, Capricorn, is Judgment here. And let's get a card on Judgment. And we have the Hermit. These don't really kind of read in the reverse. This is spiritual growth. This is somebody being reborn, you or your person. And we have the Poverty card is reversed here. And for what this card talks about misery. And we have poverty up here in the upright. This is somebody's emotional misery here. And it is emotional life. And here it is reversed. So this is somebody's being reborn, and they're gonna live a much better life with you or a union with you. And this is happiness now. In the upright, misery in the reverse is happiness, right? And here's the red garden as the overall energy here, which is happiness and joy and pleasure. And your person's first card, Capricorn, brace yourself because it's really very cool, right? And these are always picked randomly. Your person's first card is freedom. Freedom. Yeah, and that's what they're going to get here. And crossing them is the vision, right? In other words, this is supporting them. I have a vision. My vision is to be free, but it's really to return to you and be free, be reborn and all this stuff. Yeah. And, this could have been a challenge for them, this vision to be with you, because they had to cut themselves free from somebody who probably is going to betray them, maybe financially, possibly. But why it's all happening for your person is Hera, and this is the Queen of Coins, and this is you, the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, and this person is definitely in love with you. And here they are coming here, and let's see what they have to say about Hera, the Queen of Pentacles. Let's see in this deck, and this is the Lover's Path deck, and this person is on the Lover's Path. They are, and they're getting off of the vicious circle. Yeah, now they're on a path going forward instead of round and round. Let's see what it says. The Queen of Pentacles here, and where is she? Excuse me, fertility, prosperity, beauty, and generosity. It sounds like Venus, right? And this is creating prosperity and harmony. This is why it's all happening. Your person wants to create prosperity and harmony with you. And when we see prosperity, we also mean emotional prosperity. Like, yes, we do, abundance, but emotional as well. Fertility, prosperity, beauty, generosity, because we have that card over here, and this is possibly parenthood. In other words, but I feel like your person, for some of you guys, you know, the youthful ones out there, you guys might have a baby. We have pregnancy. And then over here, we have possible parenthood. This is birthing for the people who can't have a baby. This is birthing a new union, loyalty, warmth, and affection, love. This person loves you, Capricorn, and we're going to finish their spread in the extended. They're all super affordable. I have the link below in the description box, Capricorn. We're also going to have a tarot spread on them. We go behind the scenes. Thank you so much. God bless. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.